When I put my scooter up for the winter, I did a number of things to winterize it, and today we're going to de-winterize it and get it back up and running again. Also going to make several checks along the way to make sure that everything is good and ready to go for the first ride. One of the things is my insurance card and my license registration is in order, so that's good. The next thing will be to, I guess we'll get this bag off the back end that we put here to keep the mice and stuff out from the winter storage, and then we'll put the battery in. Okay, so we get the battery back in. I'm not sure if I can get it back in with this cover on here or not. I think so. Should get your fuses out of the way. Ta-da! Start with, I will reinstall the rubber strap that holds it down. That's a bit of a pain, but just pre-turn that down so it'll just latch on. I hook up the positive side first, and this is a 10mm nut driver. I also had this battery on a battery tender all winter long, so it should be fully charged. And then the negative side. It's still cold out, so these wires are a little stiff. Try to pre-bend them in place so they go in easier. Alright, we'll do a quick check. Just make sure that, turn on the ignition, make sure we've got power. And the turn signal is on, we do. So we'll put the cover back in place. And you know what? Oh, there's the 2 screws. I'd forgotten that I put those. I put the 2 screws back in this position here. Cover on. And we should be ready to go. Okay, I'm going to give a rundown of turn signals and things like that to make sure everything's working right. Working, 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 brake light, working, brake light working. All right, horn, good. All right, so here's the moment of truth. Everything has been set up and ready to go. We've got nothing but the start of this thing to go. So the only thing is I know it's not going to start right away because there's no gas in the carburetor. So it's going to take a little while to start, so bear with me on that. started right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the carburetor and make sure it's getting gas into the bowl. Okay, so I took my Met box off and decided to open up the carb drain screw, that slotted one right there, and I opened it up and there was no fuel draining out of the carburetor, so I knew the carburetor wasn't getting any fuel. So then I went to my petcock valve here and followed this air line down to where it connects with these three pieces here. I took this one off, and I can't remember what you do. You either suck on it or blow on it, but I did both of those, and I could hear something go on inside there and inside the tank. So then I went back to the carb drain screw, opened it up, and as you can see, I got a little bit of puddle on the ground. So I know there's fuel in the carburetor now. So I hooked back everything up the way it was, and now we're going to give it a go. Oh, she's getting there. A little rusty, but I think it's going to go. It's idling at 1800, 1700 RPM, so I'm going to bring that up a little bit. And the last thing I need to add to this is check the tire pressures. In the springtime, after it's been away in storage for a while, your tire pressures will have probably dropped, and so make sure you check those before you go out for the first time. Check your oil level is another thing to make sure that you're doing all right with, and then you should be ready to go. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and go Tigers!